Though Islam has many instructions about general health and disease prevention, it was through translated works of Galen and Hippocrates that medicine started in the Muslim world. But as the Muslim medics gained more experience, the Greek scientific findings gradually lost their credit in different fields, as they had no explanation for a great number of diseases. The serious criticism of Muslim medics of Galen's work started a new movement in medicine. One of Galen's critics was the 9th century Persian physician Muhammad Ibn Zakariya al-Razi, who dismissed Galen's hypothesis about sight mechanism. Galen believed that rays of light permeate from the eye and after shining on the object return to the eye, where vision is formed. Al-Razi, however, believed that light is received from the object by the eye. Al-Razi wrote more than 50 books on medicine. His book, A Treatise on the Smallpox and Measles, revolutionized prevention, diagnosis, and the cure of contagious diseases. By the 19th century, this book had already been translated to Roman, Greek, French, and English, and republished over 40 times. The medical historian Arturo Castiglione believes the book to be based on the experiences and personal observations of a practical physician who has carefully examined the patient. Al-Hawi, aka The Virtuous Life, was another great work by Al-Razi in 20 volumes and was used as a standard book of medicine in Europe for hundreds of years. He also has a book in psychotherapy in which he writes, "Even if you're not certain of the patient's chances, tell them that they will be healed soon, because in doing so, you can benefit from their inner power in the healing process." He has also written the Book of Simple Medicine on instructions for disease prevention and For One Without a Doctor for impoverished people to take care of their own minor conditions. Avicenna was another physician who had a major impact in the advancement of medicine. His book, The Canon of Medicine, was the greatest medical reference in the West for hundreds of years. Max Meyerhoff, the 19th century medical historian, believed the Canon to be a masterpiece and the most widespread medical book of all time, which was still being used by scientists in the early 19th century, about 900 years after his death. Avicenna, who had a new perspective in medicine, was the first to differentiate between facial paralysis as a result of an internal brain damage and paralysis as a result of external factors. He refuted the Greeks' opinion on brain stroke and explained this condition very well. It was also he who mentioned that diseases can transmit through water and soil. In the subject of parasites, credible institutions such as the Rockefeller University have approved of his findings. Ibn-Nafis, yet another Muslim physician, is known to have discovered pulmonary circulation and discussed it in detail in the 13th century, 300 years before William Harvey, who is often given credit for the discovery. In addition to his criticism of Galen and Al-Razi's theory on an opening between the heart's left and right ventricles, he realized that blood flows in the lungs from the right ventricle via pulmonary arteries, and after mixing with air, enters the left ventricle via the pulmonary vein. In our next video, we will discuss the contribution of Muslim scientists in the fields of surgical operations, herbal medicine, and founding hospitals and pharmacies.